Good morning, children. Today we are moving to the second part of our fourth chapter, National Movements in India. Here we will be discussing two main points, that is, fierce revolutionary movement in Gujarat and revolutionary movement in foreign countries. Yesterday we completed some topics, some important topics which we have gone. Most of the topics were revision of your 8th standard syllabus. But before going to today's section, just rewind our yesterday's topic. In the first section, we have discussed about the gap, the period where British came to India in 16 AD to 1875 AD. What are the things happened during this period that we have studied in 8th standard? Now, in the second section, we have discussed about the first war of independence, that is 1875. A revolt happened from India, from the Indians. They had a fight with the British at different parts of our country. Revolt happened at a different part of our country. That revolution, we have named it as the First War of Independence or the Revolt of 1857. The Great National Uprising of 1857. We have discussed about the reasons for the failure and what was the result of it also. What was the impact happened during that time because of Revolt of 1857? British Parliament understood, British Parliament understood that the Indians are not going to suffer this type of policies made by the English East India Company, and thus the Queen of Britain, Queen Victoria, stopped the company rule in India, and the rule of British Crown directly started ruling in India under the leadership of the Queen's representative, and that was the Viceroy. Then we have discussed about the different boycott movement and indigenous movement during that time. And first and the foremost one was the division of Bengal. During the time of Viceroy Curzon, that was the period of 1899 to 1905, Lord Curzon understood that if the Indians are united like this way, it will be very difficult to rule the country. So, he introduced a policy called the divide and rule policy. He divided Bengal into two, East Bengal and West Bengal. People of, not only the people of Bengal but also the people of India, they protested against this division which occurred on 16th October 1905. That day, the whole Bengal observed this day as National Mourning Day. That day they celebrated by tying Rakhis to Hindus. The Hindus and Muslims tied Rakhis each other. This shows that the Bengal, they are united. The people of Bengal, they are united. The major characteristics of that division of Bengal was that adopted indigenous movement. So they started using Swadeshi items, boycott of foreign goods, and adopted national education. Because of Swadeshi movement, British lost many of their trading centers in India. So by after 1911, that is just within 6 years, British cancelled the division of Bengal, and again Bengal was united. But British was able to put the seed of divide and rule in the minds of the people, and thus with the help of Indian Wazir Morley and British Viceroy Lord Minto, they were able to start the seeds of hatredness again in the mind of Muslims in India, and thus a new party was formed for the Indian Muslims, that is called the Muslim League. By the time Indian people were not feeling happy with the movements or the things followed by the Congress party. So a small revolutionary movement started inside the Congress party under the leadership of Vasudev Balwant Phakde. It was continued by many of the youngsters in the country. Finally, it led to a fierce revolutionary movement. Inside the Congress party has divided into two groups, Jahals and the Mawals, radicals and the moderates. And thus the birth and development of the extreme revolutionary movement started in our country. Yes, now we are moving to the page number 25, fierce revolutionary movements in Gujarat. Please underline the first line. Sri Aurobindo Ghosh was the pioneer of the armed revolution in Gujarat. Who started the revolution in Gujarat? Sri Aurobindo Ghosh. Aurobindo Ghosh always remained the backside. His brother Barindra Kumar Ghosh, he was the one who took active part in making revolts, conducting revolts at different places in Gujarat. Both are from Calcutta. He arrived in Gujarat and moved towards the southern part. Here he met Sri Chotubhai and Sri Ambubai Purani. They were his friends. Along with that they met Sakaria Swami, and this Swami was associated with the Queen of Jhansi at the revolt of 1857. Underline the next line. Barindra Kumar involved some of the middle class youth from Vadodara, Charotar region of Ahmedabad, Mehsana in the revolution. In this relation, the bogie of Viceroy Mindo was bombed outside at Raipur Darwaja in Ahmedabad. Bogie, or the bogie means the vehicle, a two-wheel, particular modern day car jaisai. So while the Viceroy Mindo was travelling with his wife in Ahmedabad, two bombs were thrown by these people, the youngsters. But nothing happened to Viceroy. He escaped. Sri Aurobindo Ghosh described the scheme for revelation in his book named Bhavani Mandir. In the second paragraph, you will see Aurobindo Ghosh, this type of whatever activities he was doing, he explained everything in all these things in the book written by Bhavani Mandir. Please underline the book Bhavani Mandir. It was written by Aurobindo Ghosh. It was also translated into Gujarati and published in the journal Dakshina. Later, this was translated into Gujarati. It was written in Bengali. Later, it was translated into Gujarati and published in a journal called Dakshina. Please underline both the names. Besides this, इसके अलावा अलग अलग बहुत सारा booklets with different names were written in Gujarati. Like actually ये bombs कैसा बनाता है वो सब लिख के वो लोग बेचता है, बट उसके अंदर जो गुजराती में जो लिखा है और बाहर उसका टाइटल वो लोग अलग अलग है. जैसे ही देशी वनस्पति दवाओं, नहावानो साबु बनावानी रीत, कसरत एक्सेट्रा, ये सब देखकर उनको किसको पता चलेगा अंदर बोम बनाने के लिए बोम का रेसिपी रखा है? Anybody will know? No. So they made with this type of headings, the leaders, the revolutionary leaders, make the Britishers stupids or fools. Page number 25. These booklets contained methods of preparing bombs. Many Gujarati youth joined this revolutionary activities against whom stern action was taken by the government. Many people, many Gujarati youngsters got influenced by the revolutionary activities of Aurobindo Ghosh and his brother, and many people joined this activity. Whether British government keep quiet with these people? No, they took stern action, strict action against the revolutionaries. In this clip, you will be able to see the picture of Vasudev Balwant Phatke. This is the first day stamp in memory of Vasudev Balwant Phatke. The stamp was made in our country, that stamp. This is the photo of a meeting which happened in Ahmedabad under the leadership of the famous leader Jayaprakash Narayan. That picture you will see how many people are attending during that time before independence. How many people are attending that? As you all are familiar, this photo is of our Balagangadhara Tilak, the famous revolutionary, the leader who have Lokmanya Tilak or Lokmanya Gangadhara Tilak, who declared firmly that freedom is my birthright and I will achieve it anyhow. And this became a slogan for the freedom fighters during that time. The revolutionary movement in foreign countries. As we have discussed earlier, many Indians were settled in different part of other countries or different places. They also were having the idea to give freedom to the motherland. For that, they helped the Indian revolutionaries working in India. Many Indians were working in different countries like England, Canada, America, Germany, France, Afghanistan, Russia, etc., etc. They all extended their support to the Indian revolutionaries. What were the different methods they used to support the Indian revolutionaries? For example, people those who were in England, they started sending pistols under the pretext or in the cover of the beddings of cooks. Then in 1907, in the Indian Independence League was established in California, which was later named as Gadar Party by Lala Hardayal. The same way, Chambakaraman Pillai formed the Hind Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Dal in Germany and was made to attack India by making Iraq as the headquarters. This is the photo of the revolutionaries assembled in India. During that time, the people of different communities assembled for a revolutionary rally in Punjab. The Indian national flag was prepared by Madam Bikaji Came and was hoisted for the first time in Germany. Raja Mahendra Pratap sent a golden strip with his signature to the Russian Tsar. We have studied about the Russian Tsars. in second chapter, in which he had requested the Tsar to sever all ties with England. इंग्लैंड के साथ जो भी रिलेशन है वो सब कट करो, ऐसा करके एक लेटर भी राजा महेंद्र प्रताप ने भेजा था. The Indian youth were mainly involved in the radical freedom movement. People were inspired, especially our youngsters. They were inspired by the freedom movement, especially the youth of the age of 18 to 24. They were mainly involved in the radical freedom movement. They carried out many any kinds of thrilling act, as they did not fear death. They were ready to sacrifice their life for the freedom of their motherland. When these people, they were caught by the British, they were ready to die. They embraced death, shouting the slogans like Ingulab Zindabad and Vande Mataram for the purpose of freedom of their motherland. The stamp published in honor of Madam Bikaji Came by the Indian Postal Department. I hope you remember about the Morley-Minto reforms of 1909. Yes, Morley and Minto. As you remember, we have discussed it in page number 24, Formation of Muslim League. The English adopted the policy of divide and rule to create enmity between Hindus and Muslims. Under the leadership of Aga Khan, the Muslim delegation met Viceroy Minto, and they demanded for a separate party for the Muslims. Not only separate party but also a separate electorate for the Muslims. Morley was the Indian Wazir at that time. These reforms came to be known as Morley-Minto reforms. It's an important short note for you. Here in this clip you will be able to see Morley and Minto. The one who is sitting in the right side is the Viceroy Minto and other one is the Indian Wazir Morley. Before stopping today's section, let me want you to write the worksheet. In the previous class, I told you to write the main points of the section which we completed. Same way, today, please write the main points about the two sections which we discussed, that is the fierce revolutionary movement in Gujarat as well as the revolutionary movement in foreign countries and Morley-Minto reforms. So, after writing that, leave a page for writing the next main points of the coming 2 pages. After that, you will write the first question, that is page number 3030 of your textbook. Fourth question, choose the correct option from those given below. That I have given in the first question, that is answer in one word. By what name is the day of partition of Bengal known as? National Mourning Day. Question number 2, which reform gave Muslims communal electoral constituencies? Answer is Morley-Minto reforms. Question number 3, who prepared the stage for armed revolution in Gujarat for the first time? Arvindo Ghosh. For the first time in Gujarat, Arvindo Ghosh. If it is the question, my question is for the first time in India, answer will be Vasudev Balwant Phate. Next question, Question number 4. Who hoisted the Indian national flag in a foreign country for the first time? Madam Bikaji Came. Second question, answer the following questions. Come to page number 3030 of your textbook, section 3, question number 1. Who divided Bengal, when and why? Answer is there in the textbook, but still I have given you the answer. Viceroy Curzon divided Bengal on 16th October 1905 to remove the unity of Indians through the English strategy of divide and rule policy. Question number 2, same section. Explain the fierce revolutionary movements in Gujarat. For that, in our lecture, I have explained with the topic fierce revolutionary movement in Gujarat. That topic you are supposed to write. That is, we are having 4 plus 6 points, 10 points we are having. I want you are supposed to write the answers. Movement, fierce revolutionary movement, that 10 points you are supposed to write. Now come to question number 3. Write short note on. Remaining questions of that section we will discuss in the next class. Now section 2 of your text exercise, write short note on. Question number 1, revolutionary movements in foreign countries. Same way that answer I have discussed here in our lecture under the heading revolutionary movements in foreign countries. For that we are having 4 plus 5 points are there, both 9 points, all the 9 points you are supposed to write. Now the most important question which you are supposed to write is page number 29. Answer the following questions point wise. First question is, discuss the nature and effects of boycott agitation and national movements. That is long question. All the answers you are supposed to write point wise. This answer you will be writing like this way, starting from page number 23. Page number 23. Here you are supposed to write nature and effects of boycott agitation and national movements. Page number 23, boycott and indigenous movement. From there till page number 24, first paragraph, all the main points you are supposed to write about the specialities of boycott agitations and national movements. Question number 2, growth and development of fierce revolutionary movement. Already that answer you have written. Same answer is there for this question. So both the questions you can write one answer, but the question should be clear for you. I hope you all are familiar, you understood this section thoroughly. We will continue the next topic in the next class. Till then, stay safe, study properly, complete your notebooks and learn for the unit test. See you in the next section. Till then, bye.